Hi, I'm Bobbi Wells. I kind of entered this year with a mission to steward trials well. You see, our family was planning for my dad to enter into a stem cell transplant. I went to help care for my parents in Ohio during this time. While I was gone for several weeks, our faith group came around our family in so many ways. It tickled me so much to tell my pastors when they called to check in on us that God was providing through His people in abundant ways. But God wasn't done helping me learn to depend on Him. God was wanting to show me how much grace He could provide. So the only way that would happen was through a few more unanticipated trials. The day my dad returned home from his transplant for the recovery period, my husband Darren fell and seriously hurt his back, so I hurried home to Indiana. God graciously supplied quick medical attention and surgery. But wait, there's more. God was not done showing us His grace. Like the old hymn says, He gives more grace when our burdens grow greater. He sends more strength when the labors increase. To added afflictions, He adds His mercy. To multiplied trials, He multiplies peace. I needed to learn precisely that because I can tend to be a very anxious person. Well, my dad's treatment resulted in his donor cells attacking his organs. This put him in the hospital for what would end up being months. And at the same time, my mom's health took a sudden dive. I found myself with both parents in the hospital, hours apart from each other, hours from my home, and once again having to jet back to Ohio. On many occasions, I needed to call a steady friend to help me with times when I thought this was too much. In addition, God blessed me with a very steady husband who, while recovering from back surgery, was able to help me figure out important paperwork and manage our home with the help of our church family, thankfully, once again. At that point, I was kind of struggling to consider trials all joy, but I knew Peter tells us that tested faith becomes genuine faith, rugged faith, uncompromising faith. I could count it all joy because in them I was learning to trust God more. There were times I wanted a little grace backpack because I thought I needed more security to face the hard things that were flying at me daily. But God is so much better than that. Like the hymn says, when we have exhausted our store of endurance, when our strength has failed ere the day is half done, when we reach the end of our hoarded resources, our Father's full giving has only begun. After several hard months of stewarding many trials, my mom is now living in an assisted living facility, and my dad has passed away. I am so thankful Dad is no longer suffering, but is worshiping his Savior. Loss is painful, and we have been hurting. But I am learning that God's love has no limits. His grace has no measure. His power no boundary known unto men. For out of His infinite riches in Jesus, He giveth and giveth and giveth again. While I'm not quite ready to say, I'm ready for anything 2022, bring it, I do know that God will be with me no matter what comes, and I anticipate continued refining of my faith through trials.